Welcome! Tonight is an exciting event for AWE and women entrepreneurs in Alberta. Thank you for honoring us with your time this evening. My name is Marcela Mandeville, and I'm the CEO of Alberta Women Entrepreneurs. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are filming on Treaty 6 territory, traditional land for Indigenous peoples, including the Saulteaux, Niitsitapi, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, Nakota Sioux, and many others. We acknowledge their contributions and continue to work in partnership and community. We are here to celebrate the unstoppable spirit of women entrepreneurs. You'll notice that's been our theme for the awards this year. And in unprecedented times, we have seen how you women entrepreneurs have risen up, adapted, and done things differently. It shows your bravery and your brilliance. And this bravery and this brilliance has translated into our highest number of nominations yet. 152 women were nominated for our awards this year. Your courage and your passion for your businesses shines through, and your innovation and leadership in the community was shown through your nominations by your peers, by your employees, and by others in the community. Our judges had the unenviable task of selecting our recipients from our 9 finalists. This was an incredible endeavor, and we had so many amazing nominations to choose from. And this is why we're here tonight, to celebrate our nominees and especially our recipients. Tonight is all about celebrating accomplishments, successes, and achievements. This wouldn't be possible without the support of very important partners in our community. I'd like to begin by thanking our funder, Prairie's Economic Development Canada, without whose support our organization wouldn't exist, and we really recognize their contributions to women's entrepreneurship. I'd also like to thank our volunteer board of directors. I'd like to thank our sponsors of the Emerging Entrepreneur Award, Wolfe Automotive Group, for your support of our awards this year. Thank you. And lastly, a special thank you to our presenting sponsor, ATB Financial, for your ongoing support of our awards and also of our organization. With that, I'd like to introduce Nikki Briggs, Head of Women in Business at ATB Financial, to share their congratulations and to celebrate with us tonight.
Good evening everyone, and welcome to the 2021 AWE Awards celebration. Thank you for being here this evening to celebrate these incredible women entrepreneurs. My name is Nikki Briggs, and I am the Head of Women in Business at ATB. I am honoured to acknowledge all of the inspirational women who are providing meaningful contributions to the Alberta business community each and every day. It's been a challenging time for everyone in Alberta and across the country. We've seen an increased need for mental health support whilst we all navigate an immense amount of stress and isolation, depression and anxiety. Many are also supporting family or homeschooling kids while working full-time or running a business. This is no mean feat. But with each moment of hardship comes an opportunity for understanding, for learning and for growth. And no one is better suited to managing the cycles of ups and downs like entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is a lifestyle. It's late nights, early mornings, and sacrifice to make dreams come true. Succeeding during these unprecedented times is a testament to the perseverance of all Alberta women entrepreneurs. The stories you are going to hear tonight are nothing short of inspirational. It takes a tremendous amount of courage to take a leap of faith into the entrepreneurial landscape. And I'm completely blown away by all of the talent that surrounds us here tonight. At ATB, women in business is a key pillar in our long-term strategy. We recognise the impact women in business have on the growing economy in our province. I truly believe women business owners are the spirit of Alberta, which makes me very excited about the opportunities we have to support women in business to continue thriving in our economy and community. ATB are committed to creating access to capital to facilitate the growth and innovation opportunities of your business, as well as being dedicated to building an ecosystem of non-financial services, giving women in business a one-stop experience and developing them unique deep relationships that you, as a woman in business in Alberta, deserve. We at ATB are dedicated to making it possible for women-owned and led businesses by providing financial, educational and social support for you to realise your goals and achieve your dreams and reach the next level of your success. Whether your business is brand new, growing or maturing, if you're looking for a true partner who wants to go beyond the banking relationship and join you on the journey, ATB is here for you. Every single woman in this room tonight deserves to be celebrated. Please join me in raising your glass for all Alberta women business owners. On behalf of ATB, congratulations to you and all of the award winners tonight.
Thank you, Nikki, for those inspiring words. If you participated in our nominee or finalist receptions, you'll be familiar with the incredible talent of warrior women. They've traveled the globe sharing their stories, culture, and performances. It wouldn't be a complete evening and celebration without their participation. With that, I'd like to welcome Matricia and Mackenzie Brown, warrior women.
Kanse iskatochi tawachi netsigatsan pochinia asani wachi.
Kanse Mackenzie Brown kamamak netsigasan. We are so excited to be here and congratulations to the winners of this evening for the AWE Finalist Awards. We are so excited to have been on this journey with you all. As our final song and as a congratulatory song, we are going to be singing you a love song tonight. This is a love song for you, a love song for your family, the support that has allowed you to really, win this award, and you should be very proud of yourselves. Congratulations again, everyone. Yoo-yoo!
Thank you, warrior women, for that incredible performance. I'd like to introduce our sponsor, Wolfe Automotive Group. Events like this wouldn't be possible without the support of sponsors in our community. With that, I'd like to welcome Ashley Wolfe, who's here to present the award for the Emerging Entrepreneur.
Thank you, Marcela. The emerging entrepreneur is given to a female entrepreneur who has built a strong, scalable business foundation and has achieved early success with market potential. Let's take a look at this year's finalists.
My name is Andrea Reindl. I'm the founder of Legacy Creative. We help high-performing visionaries bring their ideas to reality, typically in the digital business space. So we help them with anything that requires taking their idea out into a business in the world online. About 12 years ago, I started working with a company that was promoting books for authors, and they were putting books on the New York Times bestsellers list. And what I started to notice was that all of the clients of that company kind of all had the same problems and needed the same thing. Like they needed help with their branding, their positioning, their marketing, their products. They needed help figuring out how to sell them. And so it was then that I started deciding in my mind, like developing the company that I now have today. It's nice to be recognized for the late nights, the early mornings, the hard work, and then mostly I've really appreciated the mission of this organization. I think supporting female business owners is like the best thing we can do, because if we can put more women with more influence in charge, then I believe we'll make the world a much better place. I have been some version of an entrepreneur since I was like 11. It's come from inside of me. It's been part of just who I am. I love the impact that we get to make. I love the people that we get to help. I love the amazing people we get to meet. I think it's one of the most interesting things you can do. We never give up. And like no matter what's going on, just show up with a good attitude, show up with a can-do spirit of, you know, like everything is figure-outable, everything is like you can figure anything out if you just stay focused on how can I make this situation and the world a better place. I think I love most the idea that I get to control my own destiny. I don't actually know that that's how it works. Like I don't know if we're controlling our own destiny, but I really appreciate the idea that I get to control my own destiny and that I always have choice over how I deal with situations. I recognize that there's people in this world who they're extra sensitive to what's going on around them. They're visionaries, they have big ideas, and they need a lot of support in order to make those ideas come to life. And I think if we can get behind a few of those people, ultimately we can make a big difference in the world, because they'll help a whole lot more people if they have the right support systems behind them.
My name's Nicole Janssen. I'm co-founder and co-CEO of Alta ML. Alta ML is an applied AI studio, and what we do there is we build software applications that are based in machine learning. And in order to do that, we have to work with business leaders who are looking to create competitive advantages through AI for their business. Well, we saw an opportunity when we looked at combining the talent in Alberta, which was being attracted here by the U of A because they're a world-renowned school for AI, and the opportunity that resides in AI because it's a horizontal enabler. So it can improve the competitive advantages for any industry, which means that the market size is huge. So once we saw the opportunity, we jumped at it and we began building out a team and figuring out how to make it work. Every time that a female is recognized in a leadership role, for whatever it may be, it inspires other women and other young girls to see what opportunity there is in the world for them. There's no job description for being an entrepreneur. So in the same day, you can be the janitor and the public figure, because you just got to get it done. Because you're so excited to see your vision coming to fruition, but at the same time, you're shouldering a burden of wanting to create the best place to work and creating an exceptional future for your team. One of my biggest learnings has been that I have to be my healthiest self to truly support my team. And I love what we're doing because we're building something that improves businesses, it improves human lives, it improves so many different things. So I love all of it. We are going to build $1 billion business. And we're going to keep it here in Canada. We aren't building a business to sell it. We want to create jobs and create wealth in Canada. We also want Alta ML to be a leader in showcasing that Canada is a global leader in responsible AI, and that we should be recognized as such. And so we want to be a part of that.
My name is Dr. Jody Carrington. I am a child psychologist by training. I am an author of 2 best-selling books. I have a clinical practice. I'm a mom and a wife, and I have to tell you that out of all of those things, the hardest thing that I think I have on my plate these days is being an entrepreneur. I grew up in small-town Alberta, and I was inspired by a teacher who reminded me that if the big people are okay, the little people are going to be just fine. And it was in grade 10 that I said to my dad, I know what I want to be for the rest of my life. I want to be a psychologist. And so I did a lot of work in this province. I worked with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police for a period of time, which really inspired a love of trauma and supporting people who have some of the biggest jobs ahead of them. And when I did my residency in Nova Scotia, I had to do a rotation with kids. And when I came back to Alberta, I took my first job on a locked psychiatric inpatient unit at the Alberta Children's Hospital. The things you learn along the way, my craft, my training is all about, a PhD in psychology. And now I'm a leader of some of the most phenomenal, fearless women and men. And we are on a mission to create a reconnection revolution in a disconnected world. Our primary platform is around reconnecting people because I think we are brave, but we are so much braver together. And never in the history of the free world have we been more disconnected than we are right now. There's so many nights where I think, is this worth it? There's so many conversations about feeling inadequate and inept, having such doubt in how do you run a business, how do you lead people, why is it important for people to listen to what I have to say or what I have to write. And I think that is just the heartbeat of being an entrepreneur. There needs to be a passion that is there that drives those dark moments. I'm inspired every day by a Ram Dass quote. He's a philosopher, was a philosopher, and he said this: we are all just here walking each other home. My hope is to create a training center for mental health practitioners to assist people treating those in the most vulnerable positions of mental health struggle. Our hope is to create a foundation. Our hope is to create a legacy, mostly because on this team, we have 13 kids between us. Most of us are moms and dads managing so many aspects of life and just trying to create a next generation that will do the next best, right, kind thing.
And the award goes to Nicole Janssen of Alta ML. Nicole Janssen co-founded Alta ML with her husband, Corey Janssen, in 2018. They both recognize the global opportunity for AI and the wealth of talent in Alberta. And since then, they have expanded to 3 cities and over 125 employees. More than just wanting to create a company to help other businesses with their AI and machine learning, Nicole wanted to create a purpose-driven business that focuses on creating sustainability in a more inclusive economy. Beyond job creation and talent development, Nicole is ensuring women have the opportunity to be in leadership roles as developers and project managers in a historically male-dominated field. Nicole and her team believe AI is the next step forward in unlocking all the potentials for industries and people. This belief has her sharing her experiences with post-secondary institutions, industry conferences, and spreading the message through experience that women in tech is not as daunting as it may seem. As society continues to become even more digital, the opportunity for AI in business will only continue to grow. We are fortunate to have companies like Alta ML and entrepreneurs like Nicole leading the way in this space. It is my honor to present Nicole Janssen with this year's Emerging Entrepreneur Award. Congratulations. Let's hear from Nicole.
Wow, I am so honored. This is such a surprise. This is an award, it's a dream come true, honestly, and the people that make this happen are my team and my co-founder, and I cannot wait to share this with them.
Congratulations! I have no doubt that your business will continue to grow and thrive. I now have the honor of introducing the Indigenous Entrepreneur Award. This award goes to an Indigenous business leader who has a strong business concept, a plan for future growth, long-term business viability, and a strong commitment to doing a lot of good in the community. Let's take a look at this year's finalists.
So I was working in oil and gas, and I was one of the last to get laid off, so I knew I had some time. And so my pivot was actually to sign up as a freelancer and a virtual assistant. And all those companies I've signed up to are now actually my competitors. Virtual Gurus is actually a talent as a service platform where we provide remote workers, also known as freelancers or virtual assistants to us. Basically think back office support, administration, marketing, social media, bookkeeping, legal assistance, financial assistance, to name a few. We provide work to marginalized folks who are typically forgotten, or people who are just trying to make ends meet, like single moms who are trying to make ends meet, to LGBTQ people who are transitioning genders, to maybe some people who have had social anxiety issues and can't go to work. As a Indigenous woman, I haven't been given the opportunities or the chances that I should have been given. And there are a lot of Indigenous women out there, a lot of Indigenous youth out there who have business ideas. They have ideas, they just don't have people that believe in them. And my hope here is that if I get this award, then maybe they'll see that I can do it, and if I can do it, so can they. I'm always up for a challenge, and the one thing that I love is being able to figure things out on my own. I never went to business school, I never knew any of this. I figured it all out, and now we're the largest freelancing platform in North America. When I first started business, I'm an introvert. I have always struggled with talking in front of crowds or with people, and I prefer to be kind of more back behind the scenes. And I started realizing for a while there I struggled with confidence, where I didn't think I could actually do it. But I started realizing now that I can do it, and that there's nobody better to do it than me. And so I think I've learned that, exactly that I can do it, and I just had to put my thinking to it and get it done. Every person in your business is different. And so learning how to manage different personalities is a huge thing, especially as we scale, and we're scaling even more. So learning that for me is a huge opportunity for me to learn that and to be better myself at the way I work with people too. I see us to be one of the largest platforms where we do provide work to the underrepresented folks across Canada and the US. When you walk down the street, you know that a virtual assistant that works for us is a virtual guru. I seriously do think that we're going to be the next big thing for the freelance industry.
My name is Korver, and I am the principal and founder of Rise Consulting, a boutique management consultancy focused on supporting the rising presence of Indigenous peoples in Canada. Rise was founded in 2013 when I was finishing my graduate studies at the University of Calgary, and I was looking at the intersection between economic development and reconciliation. I got started on this path when I was working on a major project in my Master's of Business Administration, and I was looking at the intersection between economic development and reconciliation. It's interesting to think about the journey that we've all been on, the journey that we're on, and the nomination is just such an honor. I think the learnings that I've had have really taught me to have confidence, to experience things as they happen, and then to reflect on them, to learn and to grow, to be proud of the experiences that I've had, and to focus on the strength that I have or that I'm building. Being the founder and principal of Rise brings me joy every day, and often I hear myself telling colleagues or clients that for the most part it doesn't feel like a job. It's actually an incredible way to spend my time. I consider myself to be one of the lucky ones. My vision broadly is a future where one group's prosperity doesn't come at the rights or well-being of another's. The vision for Rise is part of that, as Rise continues to support corporate Canada in understanding and listening, to learning, to reflecting on the opportunity to respond to the call to reconciliation, and then acting, to having a team that's really driven by the values that we collectively hold, and the opportunity to work in a space with such impact, with such opportunity.
I grew up in Hinton next door to my grandmother, and my grandmother was Cree. She grew up with very traditional teachings, so her mom was a medicine woman and taught her, my grandma, everything she knew about the plants and healing. So growing up, I knew that my grandma always made us tea. While we were in the bush, she would take us out on plant walks and teach me about the plants. It really stuck with me. It was really important to me. However, I ended up going into the cosmetic industry because there was nothing like that. And what I discovered as I grew up, that those teachings were very hidden because my grandma had a lot of shame about the teachings because she lost actually 3 of her children to the residential school system. So when I learned all of this, I wanted to find a way to honor her, honor those teachings, and showcase the beauty of our Indigenous culture to everyone through a line of high-quality bath products. Someone once taught me that he described it as a tree, and there's trees with strong, deep roots, and there's trees with shallow roots, and the trees with shallow roots blow over in the wind, and the deep roots, they stay strong and steady throughout all sorts of storms. And I loved that analogy. I've definitely learned that the hard way a lot of times. I think what I love most about what I do is the creative process. When I come up with an idea for a new product, and then I start doing the work to create that product. How exactly will I do it? What's going into it? What will it look like? What kind of package will it go in? That's my very favorite part. Well, my vision for sure is to keep building those strong roots and staying on that path of getting the proper professionals in place when I need them. That's been hugely important. Indigenous franchise model, or possibly the first direct sales model for an Indigenous company. The seed's just been planted. I'm just thinking and planning, but within the next couple of years we will have a strong plan in place for that. So,
I would now like to introduce Jewel Buksa, Chair of AWE's board. A successful entrepreneur herself, Jewel is a true champion of entrepreneurship and a great role model in business.
Thank you, Marcela. And the winner of the award is Bobby Reset. Bobby says she never set out to be a CEO. Her layoff in the oil and gas sector created an opportunity for her to become a freelancer, and she quickly learned that that kind of work was low pay and low security. So she decided to fix it, and that's where the idea for Virtual Gurus came. Her goal then and now is to provide employment for persons who are marginalized. In early 2020, on the eve of the COVID pandemic, Virtual Gurus had 5 full-time employees. They now have nearly 30 employees running the operation, and they have 350 contractors across the country. Of those contractors, 95% identify as female, 65% as part of the BIPOC community, and 45% as part of the LGBTQ2S+ community. What makes Virtual Gurus stand out is not only that they employ the underrepresented, but they also train them through their Virtual Gurus Academy, which is known to be a leading online training community. Bobby understands her unique role as an Indigenous woman in tech, and she sees the opportunity to inspire others and share her positivity. When not running her business, she gives back to her community by mentoring young Indigenous women entrepreneurs or those aspiring to start their own business. Please join me in congratulating Bobby. Over to you to say a few words.
Wow, thank you so much. This really does mean a lot to me. You know, one of my mottos since I've been young has always been inspire one, inspire a nation. So if you are an Indigenous folk trying to start a business, or you wanting to get out there, you know, reach out. There's a lot of startup communities, business communities that can help you. And you know, if I can do it, so can you. And thank you so much, AWE. This is amazing.
The Upsurge Entrepreneur Award recognizes a woman entrepreneur who has built a solid foundation for her business and in recent years has been experiencing rapid growth. Through her drive, vision, and leadership, she has great expansion opportunities. Let's hear from the 2021 finalists.
We Wild Ones started 7 years ago out of what was essentially my house, and my only employee was my dog, Harry Winston, and it has grown to 105 employees, 2 locations, so around over 22,000 square feet, and we're really excited to announce 2 more locations opening in the next 2 years. This award nomination means so much to me. I remember 7 years ago looking at the Alberta Women Entrepreneur website and all of the support they bring and provide to female entrepreneurs in Calgary, Alberta. And the resources they offer are instrumental to supporting and giving women the confidence to pursue business ventures of their own. My experience as an entrepreneur has, of course, been full of ups and downs, but ultimately it has been the most rewarding and fulfilling experience. I feel so blessed every day to have seen my dreams and visions come to life and come together. I owe much of the success to We Wild Ones, to being surrounded and working with other like-minded and hardworking individuals with a passion for childcare. What I love most about what I do is providing a meaningful and instrumental service to Calgarians, and of course to watch children grow and becoming their own individual citizens and with their own ideas, goals, and plans for the future. My vision for the business is to, of course, keep growing to make childcare as accessible and high quality as possible for all Albertans, and to provide all of the resources and foundation for children to thrive in the future.
So my name is Stacy and I'm the owner of UTV Canada. We are a aftermarket parts and accessories distributor and online retailer all across Canada. We accessories for ATVs and side-by-sides, from tires, wheels, stereos, you name it, we have it. I guess it goes back to when we were growing up. We went, especially in the winter, we were snowmobiling just about every weekend. My father, he'd take us kids, we'd all jump on the snowmobiles and we'd be gone for pretty much the whole day, just out exploring and just loving life. And so he took that and his experience in the industry that he'd had in power sports and found this problem that there was these side-by-sides entering the market with no accessories to be found. And so he started the business in 2008. In 2010, my mother and my sister all jumped on board, and here we are today. It's been crazy, and in 2013, he let my sister and I join the company officially, and in 2019, I bought them all out to become the sole owner. Being an entrepreneur is like being on the wildest roller coaster ride of your life. It's going from I'm on top of the world to my wife having to pick me up off the floor and dusting me back off and saying, go get them, you got this. But it's also being part of this crazy group of like-minded people that just love what they do, and being a part of a team and being able to lead that team and to finding a vision and going out and grabbing it and making it yours. It's the most exciting thing, and it's terrifying all at the same time. You know, we get to help our customers create the memories that I created when I was a kid. And to me, that is probably one of the best feelings in the world, is to get pictures from our customers once they've put their accessories on the machines, and to see the excitement when they're rolling out the door with their accessories of, they're going to spend the whole weekend putting them on, and to be a part of that experience is just fantastic. We're looking to just grow and to expand, and we've got a lot of great things. We're just in the midst of slightly pivoting, or I guess adding onto the business, where we were mostly ATV and side-by-sides, of now adding in snowmobiles and marine into the business, which is really exciting. And also too, we've just started to design and manufacture some of our own parts to be part of our private label brand that's going to help us, or what we hope to launch into new markets such as the United States and potentially even globally.
I am a registered nurse, and I worked in emergency and trauma, and was homesick, went to Fort McMurray, took a job at Syncrude in an industrial setting, and got my specialization in occupational health. And it was actually working at Syncrude that really was my motivation to start my own business. I was proud of the gold standard service that they provided at Syncrude, and I wanted to do something very similar for contractors. So occupational health is our core business. So we do work with 120 clinics across Canada. We've really diversified and scaled up in the last year or two. We also provide emergency medical services. We do vaccine clinics, rapid COVID screening, PCR testing. We had a big year, went from 50 employees up to 250 staff. We hustled, but we rocked it out, and we helped a lot of people through a really tough time. So I'm proud of everyone and all their hard work, that's for sure. Our core values are professionalism, honesty, integrity, collaboration, and community, and we do live by those values. I believe it's part of our success. It's been a part of our success. Whatever is in the best interest of our community, whether it's in Fort McMurray or Alberta. You know how you have those crazy hockey players who say they eat, sleep, and drink hockey? Well, I eat, sleep, and drink Hines health services. It's can be a bit overwhelming, but it's just who I am. I've realized that when you surround yourself with some fantastic employees that are behind your vision, you can, there's nothing that you can't achieve. Well, I think we're becoming quite well known, of course, in our community. I hope that in a few years, our name will be recognized across Canada.
What a group of finalists. We can only choose one. And it's my pleasure to present the 2021 Upsurge Entrepreneur Award to Chloe Dusser. Eight years ago, Chloe identified the need for immersive nature programming for children, and her company, We Wild Ones, was born. Striving to create critical thinkers, problem solvers, and leaders of tomorrow, We Wild Ones has 2 locations in Calgary, plans for more locations, and expanded program offerings for both indoor and outdoor environments. Beyond supporting the children at We Wild Ones, Chloe is committed to changing the childcare industry in Calgary. She is an advocate for reforming the standards for childcare and for making the industry more environmentally sustainable. She also demonstrates genuine commitment to the broader community. For years now, We Wild Ones has hosted fundraising initiatives in support of the Children's Cottage Society, food bank drives, blood drives, and an annual Monster March event. Even during this pandemic year, Chloe and the team at We Wild Ones organized a safe citywide event that raised $50,000 for the Children's Cottage Society. No small feat. So congratulations, Chloe, on receiving this award. Now, let's hear from you.
Thank you so much for this award. It means so much to myself and the team. This award recognizes all of the hard work our team has done, and I would like to give a special shout out to all of the families that have trusted us with the care of their children, the individuals, the educators, and all of the members that work and have worked for We Wild Ones. You are the reason we are what we are today. And of course to my family and my dogs. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'd now like to welcome back Nikki Briggs from ATB Financial. As you heard from Nikki earlier, supporting women entrepreneurs is an important part of ATB's culture, and celebrating the achievements of women is something they're passionate about.
Now, it is my honour to present the AWE Celebration of Achievement Award. Since 2012, the annual AWE Celebration of Achievement Award has paid tribute to an exceptional woman entrepreneur who has built a business in Alberta with a significant impact on the economy and the community. And in the case of this year's winners, a significant impact on the way babies and toddlers eat. This year, I am very proud to present Jen Carlson and Jill Voss from Baby Gourmet with the Celebration of Achievement Award. Uninspired by the lack of options in the baby food aisle, Baby Gourmet's journey started in 2005, when its founders realised they could do better. Just over 15 years later, the company has grown to Canada's leading, mission-driven, organic meal and snack brand for babies and toddlers. From humble beginnings at the Calgary Farmers Market, the company was sold earlier this year to the Hero Group, an international food company focused on branded nutritional food products. Co-founders Jen and Jill remain committed to their mission and to helping families. These sisters are inspirational leaders, and it's my honour to present them with the Celebration of Achievement Award. On behalf of ATB, congratulations Jen and Jill. Now I'd like to turn it over to Jen and Jill to say a few words. Thank you everyone, and have a fantastic evening.
Thank you so much for this consideration. I am honored to be receiving this award. You know, Alberta Women Entrepreneurs has been such a solid organization, and to be a part of it and be acknowledged is a huge accomplishment for me. I would love to thank my sister who's been on the journey with me, and my family who's been an amazing support, both my children that are the inspirations behind this business. I just feel so grateful that I get to get up every day and do something I love, that I believe in, that I feel is purposeful for me, and to be acknowledged for this award. So I'd like to thank everyone involved. I'm humbled and honored. Thank you.
Jen was born an entrepreneur and showed traits of entrepreneurship right from the get-go. There were many crazy ideas, and my family supported most of them. The life of an entrepreneur is not easy. You have to have a thick skin and a strong resolve. And Jen has now started 2 businesses and spent countless hours mentoring like-minded entrepreneurs. She definitely has encompassed and shared her natural gifts and instincts. This brand really is an extension of how we live our lives and what we believe in so strongly, which is healthy lifestyle, healthy eating, and a big heart.
I started Baby Gourmet when I had my daughter 16 years ago. She inspired me to make natural, organic, healthy baby food that I would feel good about eating myself, and I would feel much better about feeding it to her.
16 years ago, Jen came to me with an idea for a healthy, organic baby food company that was homemade recipes, something moms could feel good about feeding their babies.
I saw a hole in the marketplace to create a baby food that actually tasted good. I think baby food has always had a stigma that it's not supposed to taste good. So I wanted to change that. I wanted to make something that I would eat myself, and if I liked it, I would feel so much better about giving it to my baby.
When this one left her lips, I knew immediately. I started creating, we had ideas, it needed to come to life. So fast forward 16 years later, As a mother of 4, there is nothing I feel more proud and still committed to.
So my sister and I, we develop all of our formulas and our recipes, and we bring them to a number of different manufacturing partners. We've got ones in Eastern Canada, Western US, Midwest US, and we produce a multitude of baby food purees, meals, snacks, cereals, wide range of over 60 plus different products that we market and sell.
I feel so fortunate to be able to go to work every day, and I know Jen feels the same way, to a space and a place where we get to do something we love.
I've been exposed to the Alberta Women Entrepreneurs for a number of years and was inspired by this organization, 20 plus years ago when I attended my first awards show. So to actually be up here now and being considered for this award, it really does mean a lot.
My father taught business at a local college and unfortunately wasn't around for the onset of Baby Gourmet, but I know he is watching and is very proud of her, along with all of our family and friends.
If I was to advise myself of anything before I got started, it would be no one will ever have the same passion and love for the business that you will. Always have confidence and really believe in yourself, and be very cautious of who you bring into your circle. What I love most about what I do is that I feed babies. I feel like I have one of the most important jobs in the world. My sister and I develop every recipe. We taste every ingredient before it goes into production. We taste and approve the final production before it goes to market. And I think it's unusual to have that much love and attention in a product that goes out to market from the founders. So I feel, we bring a very top-notch, excellent product to market.
We build products that bring happiness and joy and relief to families, and at the same time, the brand cares deeply about our planet.
The vision for our business is to continue to grow and to continue to do what we love to do. So feed more babies, help more parents, access new markets with new innovative products. Our goal is to keep going.
Congratulations, Jennifer. We are so grateful to have an entrepreneur and a role model like you in our community. We wish you continued success, and we look forward to seeing what the future will bring to Baby Gourmet. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We believe that sustainable economic development is inclusive development, and one way to get there is to provide a platform to celebrate the achievements of women entrepreneurs. We hope that you've enjoyed this celebration as much as we enjoyed putting it together for you. And once again, we want to celebrate the incredible achievements of our nominees, of our finalists, and of our recipients. Our province is better because of the work that you do. I'd also like to recognize all the people who made this happen. Thank you, Nikki Briggs and ATB Financial. Your ongoing support means a lot to us, and it helps us to ensure that we can create this platform to celebrate these incredible achievements. Thank you to Ashley Wolfe and Wolfe Automotive Group. Your support of this year's awards shows that there are incredible sponsors who are looking to celebrate in the community. Warrior Women, thank you for your inspired performance and sharing your talents with us again. Now it seems an event is not complete without Warrior Women. To all of you, our guests, thank you for taking the time. We know it's precious, and we really enjoyed having you with us this evening. We are so honored that you're a part of our community. To our board members, thank you for your commitment to entrepreneurship and the passion you bring to leadership at AWE. To our guests, thank you for being here with us this evening. We appreciate your time. To our finalists and our recipients, congratulations and thank you for the incredible work you do to make our local communities, our province, and our country a better place. Last but not least, the AWE team. We could not do this without you. Thank you so much to everyone who put time and effort into making this possible. I'd especially like to thank Catherine and Fatima for all of the work you've done to bring this to life. With that, I will say good night. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us, and have a pleasant evening.